Welcome to WOLV's Evening Edition. Today is March 26th. My name is Christina Branson, and I'm bringing you the local news. Recently, allegations and rumors have been flying about the Michigan Student Assembly election. A statement released last night by Elections Director Rajeshri Gandhi and Rules and Elections Committee Chair Josh Trapani said MSA officials have not found any evidence of election violations. As a result of recent allegations involving MSA elections, the Election Penalty Board has decided that an investigation into the events of the past and a half week is warranted. As of this time, no wrongdoing has been established. The board will attempt to either substantiate or refute these allegations. Yesterday, the Michigan Daily reported an anonymous source saying Trent Thompson, MSA's newly elected president, improperly solicited votes at a fraternity party the night of March 17th. According to the witness, Thompson told people at the party to vote for him while they logged on to a laptop computer. MSA election code prohibits candidates from influencing students while they vote. Nevertheless, Thompson maintains his innocence, saying, "I truly think nothing will be found because I did nothing illegal. The Elections Board has to do its job to find out what happened, but I don't think anything will turn up because nothing happened." Although most Ann Arbor police officials say they value diversity and will not tolerate prejudice, many members of the youth minority community find that to be untrue. Many feel they are not treated equally by law enforcement officers. Allison A. Senior Sandra Enamil said Ann Arbor police display prejudiced behavior. Enamil stated white people just don't understand the things black people go through, and black males in particular. I have heard of black males being pulled over and cops even telling them it was for no particular reason. A lot of black males are so used to it, they accept it. Allison A. sophomore Kenneth Jones said police racism is not isolated and minorities on campus are treated differently. For example, Jones says a black sorority party held at the Michigan Union, 13 officers were present, and at other groups' parties, officers are hardly seen. Both officers and students feel that efforts must be taken to rectify this situation. Joe summed it up saying that even though AAPD and DPS may have increased the number of minority officers, he would like both units to do something proactive and reach out to minority groups. The state Senate approved a proposal yesterday to increase funding to the university. The proposal passed last week by the Senate Appropriations Committee included $30 million. 3% more, higher than the budget of Governor England. The bill now goes to House Appropriations Subcommittee for Higher Education and will be reviewed April 29th. Associate Vice President for Government Affairs Cynthia Wilbanks says she is satisfied with the proposal the Senate passed. Students in the law school are responding to attacks on the use of race as a factor in its admissions procedures. More than 35 students plan to file a motion to become defendants in a lawsuit targeting law school's admissions policies. The students argue that they hold the interests of those who will most be affected, and they feel the current defendants do not represent those issues. The main coordinator of the intervention, Shanta Driver, states that we think having an individual voice for the affected parties is absolutely essential so that our concerns are present to the court. Driver also states that the new intervention contains a broader and more diverse group of people. Driver added that all students, regardless of their gender, race, or geographical location, will be affected by the lawsuit. WOLV will keep you posted on all lawsuit events. For a much lighter topic, let's discuss tonight's weather. If you have not been outside, you're a fool because it is absolutely beautiful with temperatures in the mid-70s. But tomorrow, unfortunately, the clouds will reappear. Yes, it will be mostly cloudy, high in 73, low of 54. But hopefully, the clouds won't show up because they did say today it was going to rain, and hey, I didn't see any raindrops. Did you, Jennifer?
No, but it was beautiful. I love this weather. In today's national news, two boys, Mitchell Johnson, aged 13, and Andrew Golden, age 11, opened fire a few days ago on their schoolmates and teachers. They resulted in killing 5 people and injured 10 others. Let's take a closer look at these two boys. Mitchell Johnson, the 13-year-old, was known in his high school for being a bragging bully. He told a classmate everyone that hates me, everyone that I don't like, is going to die. Harsh words, but nobody took him seriously. Mitchell moved to Jonesboro, Arkansas only a few months ago, and a priest who knows him said, he seems to have become a gang wannabe. Andrew Golden, the other murderer, is a more typical boy whose parents are postmasters and likes to play computer games. His father is in a local gun club, and Andrew had practiced shooting many times with his father. Tuesday, these boys dressed themselves in camouflage and loaded their guns, hid in the woods, and shot the victims when they came outside. Despite this terrible act, Golden and Mitchell may only face a few years of juvenile delinquent detention due to Arkansas laws. In science news, the fossil of a baby dinosaur in Italy yields important information about the anatomy of dinosaurs. In this fossil are major portions of the animal's intestines, colon, liver, and windpipe. Experts believe the fragments of the liver will be the most valuable pieces of information in learning more about dinosaurs. Only 3 other similar fossils in the world have ever been found. This 9-inch long fossil discovery, now housed in Italy, is truly a special discovery. In other news, tests with anthrax are raising a concern that the American vaccine against this can be defeated. Biological warfare experts are concerned that countries like Iraq are creating the forms of anthrax that Americans in the Persian Gulf are not vaccinated against. Anthrax is a weapon of choice because the bacillus forms a sturdy, long-lasting spore and is deadly when inhaled unless antibiotics are immediately given. The Iraqis presently have this arsenal agent, and there is no way to know if this American vaccine does protect against this new strain of anthrax. All we can do is hope that we never have to find out. And in final national news, nurses get even more responsibility in their jobs. In a country where healthcare is changing, HMOs are becoming the trend, and doctors are being paid less, careers in the health field other than physicians are booming. In most states, nurse practitioners are already able to have their own practices and can write prescriptions, and now they are allowed to guard health standards in California. This means that they can now act as watchdogs at each of the health organization's hospitals. They can force prompt attention to abuses and oversights in the care of patients. Nurses will now play a greater role than ever in the design of patient care. And now on to sports. First, birthdays. Happy birthday to Diana Ross, who is 54, Martin Short, who is 48, and John Stockton, the basketball player, has turned 36. And now on to sports.
Hi, I'm Jenna Davis. Final Four weekend is here, and here are the matchups. Stanford versus University of Kentucky, and North Carolina versus Utah. This is Utah's first semifinals basketball match since 1966. But for many, Utah playing in the Final Four is not a shock. The stunners would be the University of Kentucky, the second seed in the South, and Stanford, the Midwestern third seed, a pair of teams that used huge second-half comebacks to punch their ticket to the Final Four. So what really can be expected this weekend when North Carolina and Utah meet, and the Kentucky and Stanford meet in the other? Well, on paper and in the Las Vegas books, North Carolina will be the favorite. The Tar Heels are clearly the most talented of the four. Jamison, who led North Carolina with 20 points in its East Regional Championship victory over Connecticut, has been named by many as the top player in the country, while Vince Carter is dangerous and Shannon Williams seems to make every big shot. Plus, as the lone #1 seed left, the Tar Heels have history on their side, having made the Final Four 5 times since 1991. However, North Carolina is not unbeatable. Though the Tar Heels are difficult to guard man-to-man, they have struggled at times against zone defenses this season and had to go overtime to defeat North Carolina Charlotte in the tournament's second round. Utah is counting on their strong defensive skills to pull them through to the finals, and star player point guard Andre Miller, who has done seemingly everything for the team. Saturday's other semifinals will feature teams of contrasting styles. University of Kentucky has been guard-oriented, while Stanford is the most physical of the remaining four. In Michigan basketball news, Michigan center Robert Traylor plans to forego his senior season to enter the NBA draft. Traylor, a 6'8", 300-pound center who averaged 16.2 points and 10.1 rebounds this season, scheduled a news conference for 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at Murray Wright High School in Detroit. Michigan coach Brian Ellerby stated, "It's a product of what we're dealing with in today's society in terms of the marquee player going on to the next level." Traylor declared himself eligible for the draft last April amid extensive media coverage over his relationship with Wolverines booster Ed Martin, the central figure in internal and NCAA investigations of the Michigan program. Traylor changed his mind after speaking with then-coach Steve Fisher, who was fired in October after the investigations revealed 3 minor NCAA rule violations. In tennis, 17-year-old Venus Williams squandered 3 match points in the second set Thursday, but regrouped to beat Hingis 6-2, 5-7, and 6-2 in the semifinals of the Lipton Championship. The top-ranked Hingis survived 2 match points against Serena Williams in the quarterfinals. Venus's opponent in the final Saturday will be the winner of Thursday night's match between Anna Kurynikova and Aranska Sanchez-Vicario. And national football news, for the second time in 13 months, the New York Jets are surrendering high draft choices to their division rival. First, they gave up 4 picks to the Patriots last winter to get coach Bill Parcells. And on Wednesday, they sent their first and third picks in next month's draft to the Patriots after New England refused to match an offer sheet to running back Curtis Martin. Martin, who rushed for 1,000 yards in each of his 3 seasons, but also has been injury-prone, gets a 6-year, $36 million deal. He was given the option of signing a 1-year, $4 million deal that would make him an unrestricted free agent in 1999. The Patriots, to keep Martin, would have had to offer him the same option, and New England owner Robert Kraft complained to the league about that. The NFL is reviewing the deal, although there was no indication that Martin would not join the Jets. And for U of M, it's been a busy week. Women's tennis lost to Notre Dame last night, 5-4. Michigan hockey's team is playing Princeton tomorrow evening at Yost. U of M's men's swim team is attending the most important swim meet of the year in Auburn, Alabama. League contenders for Michigan will be the #1 ranked Stanford University. And the men's baseball team had to cancel 5 games in a row due to bad weather, but yesterday showed no sign of rustiness by beating Ball State 14-6. The women and men's track teams will be competing in Arizona this weekend at the Arizona State Castillo Invitational, and U of M men's tennis team will be playing Big Ten team Indiana at Bloomington. Good luck and best wishes to everyone competing this weekend. And here are the NBA scores for Wednesday, March 25th. We have Miami beating Boston 105-91, Washington losing to Seattle 109-133, Houston beating Indiana 86-81, New York beating the LA Clippers 77-76, San Antonio losing to Detroit 94-103, Sacramento losing to the LA Lakers 91-114, New Jersey winning to Philadelphia 91-86, Chicago winning over Orlando 85-70, Dallas winning over Denver 105-94, Minnesota winning over Phoenix 99-97. And that's all for sports this weekend. And by the way, if you're interested in any NCAA tickets for the Final Four, you better contact those ticket brokers because these tickets are going for up to $4,500 per seat. And back to Chris here and Jen.
That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching WOLV News, and all of us here wish you a wonderful evening.
Make sure you grab some sun.